Hello, welcome to Rexon Family. Today we have a review of two gimbals right here. One is the Zhiyun Smooth 5S. The other is the Dji Osmo Mini 6. I have them right here. I already made up my mind which one I like the most. I'm going to give you my quick pros and cons of the ones I like, why I like them, what I like about one, what I like about the other, and from that you can make up your mind. To be honest, I haven't had these for a while. I've had one for a day and one arrived an hour or two ago. Reason being, I kind of know my mind up pretty quickly is I watch a lot of YouTube videos about the two, a lot of head-to-head, a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different reviews on one, reviews on the other, and the two being reviewed together. So really where I'm leaning towards straight up front is the Smooth 5S. It's bigger, I believe it's better, there's advantages to both. There's some things I really like about the DJI, but things I just can't get over with that one that are causing me to go with one over the other. The Smooth 5S, the reason I like that one, it's big, the color is just, I think, great. A lot of reviewers were talking about how the white color would appeal more to ladies and to girls. I don't know why. I just think it looks very sharp, almost like a lightsaber or something. It's big, it feels like it's got some weight behind it, it feels like it's an expensive product, it feels like the motors are going to last, and apparently they're going to. The movement is less limited than the Osmo 6. The biggest hang up I have about the Osmo 6 is when you're trying to do say a low shot up to high, the range of movement is very limited. For me, I love the low down shot all the way up to all the way up. If you've got an extension pole, a really high shot to a really low shot, it's really just impossible. So there's a gentleman's channel who I just subscribed to within the last few days, watched a lot of his videos about his recommendations on these things. He likes drones, he likes gimbals and filmmaking. I think he lives in London, filmed a lot of reviews around London. So Samuel Sotiega, and if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. I'll reference his channel below and the videos that I watched. Very good reviews. And his biggest hang up when I was watching his was the limited movement on the Osmo 6, and I knew instantly that was going to be a big hang up of mine as well, but I figured, hey, it's already ordered, it's on its way, let's get it in my hands and use it and see if them restrictions are there. I could tell as soon as he was using it in his video and the shots he was trying to get and the limited movement. For me, that was a big downside and a big con in the box of the Osmo 6. Positives of the Smooth 5S. We have lights. The package that I got did come with these magnetic lights that come off, and you can get an extra one that goes right here. I like that idea. Floodlights just on the go when you have them, very bright. That's one positive for me that I like. This big wheel is pretty cool. I also saw a lot of reviewers talk about how it's hard to get precision zooming, so it's not something you'd be filming and then zooming in while filming. It's more of reset your shot and then use it. The track feature, it's okay. I want to use it. It just seems to lose its target quite a lot of the time. So there's a little bit of a con. I like the tracking. It's just not as good as the Osmo. The different modes you can do on this thing, and the fact that you have two apps, a lot of people said it's a negative. They wish you had one. Yes, fine. But the fact that you do have two apps that you can utilize, the professional one, I can manually shift your focus with the wheel, and the professional app is great. You can't do it in the non-professional app, but it's there. I think I will be using both of the apps as opposed to just one of the other, because they both carry different features, and for me, more the merrier. If they combined it into one in the future, great, but they have two apps. The looks of this thing, I mean, just look at it. If you walk in anywhere with this, you're filming, you're doing whatever, it's gonna get some attention because it just looks like a huge lightsaber. It's got some weight behind it, fine. Both have these stands. This one's a little bit smaller than the Osmo. Did swap them over and put the bigger one on here, and it does fit a lot better. It's one thing I'm going to be upgrading straight away. I've actually just ordered a Ulanzi tripod, or a mini kind of tripod. It's going to be about this big. I like the idea of having this on the bottom and having the thread on the bottom. Also, the ability to, I've got a few extension poles that I can put between them, so then that really gives you some options with some different shots. Yes, you pay a little bit more for the package, the combo package, but you get the light, you get the case, you do get some nice little features to it. I've done the little unboxing, and you can see how much you get more with this package than you got with the other one. Granted, you can pay more and get the Osmo with more features, more in the box, but what I did get with this one I liked, and I'm excited to keep. and utilize for filmmaking going forward. The cons, the balancing is a bit of a pain. From what I understand, I'm new to the whole gimbal game. That's kind of been the standard for a little while, where you have to basically, if you don't know, get this, put your phone in, you balance it, you unscrew this, move it left or right, it balances it. Same thing with up here, where you can move this back or forward to get it balanced. So when it's set like that and your phone's in there and there's no movement, then you turn it on and away you go, right? The Osmo, so much better and easier and quicker. Say the next generation of these guys has had something similar to that, where you don't have to do the balancing thing, and if you change orientation, having to rebalance it. The biggest downside, and that's why I was looking forward to getting the other one, the Osmo, and trying that out to see if that feature, that quick setup, that quick go could outweigh all the features and benefits and how much I thought I was going to like this one. And it didn't. And in general, I just think this one is a better made product. There's a lot of fans of the Osmo 6, a lot of reviews out there, a lot of content creators that I like and admire and respect, and they like the Osmo. But for me, for what I need it for, I just don't think it's going to work. I'm excited to use it more, excited to get some crazy awesome footage with this thing and enjoy using it going forward. Let's move on to the DJI Osmo 6. The Osmo DJI Mobile 6, a lot of things I like about it, some major things I don't. As mentioned, the quick setup, so you're going from a very small form factor of basically that. Of course, we have the longer tripod legs on there. So you got this little form factor, put it in your pocket, away you go, quick setup. You start it up, have your phone in there, you attach it, you line it up, and when it's powered on, it does its balancing almost instantly, and away you go, you're good to go. The other thing I like is double tapping to change your orientation instead of manually having to change it on the other one. Two really important big things I like about this, where it came into play where I didn't like what this was doing when it comes to the range of movement in the pitch axis. Being able to move it up and down on a big shot, it's very limited. I played around with it. You basically have to do something along these lines to get a little bit more out of your pitch, but as you can see here, with it being freely opened, as soon as I have it here and I move up, it locks in place right there, so then it's moving. As soon as I go here, then it's moving as well. With the Smooth S, that's just not the case. If you're orientated correctly, you got everything all balanced, you got full free range of movement right there in that axis, so you can go on a real low shot, really high shot. I think they look very cinematic, and when I do things for my gym and we're getting different shots and different movements, I've got plenty of sticks, I've got huge poles that I like putting my different types of gimbals on there that I've been using, the grab grip and just having GoPro on there and getting some very cool shots with it. That is the big limitation to this thing that I just really can't get over it. The app is very similar in a lot of different ways, the layout, the look. I kind of, when I was going back and forth between them, I was getting confused at which one I was in. All I was doing was using this for, say, social media content, for filming landscape, filming portrait, changing ratios real quickly, having to get some stuff real quick. Awesome. Because I want to do a little bit more cinematic stuff, and because I want to do a little bit more production videos and videoing different things and filmography, and this just is limiting. I think if you rock up with this to video something for somebody, they're going to look and think, what the heck's they carrying? Like, you might see someone down on the Vegas Strip with something like this, you know, on a night out or whatever, I don't know, just filming their holiday adventures as a hobbyist or whatever, just to get some steady shots. But beyond that, I think that's kind of the extent of where this lies. Love its quick setup, love its quick balancing, quick shift between the orientations, and that's about it. All the same modes, all the same everything else, but for me the Smooth S wins. As you can see side by side, there's a huge difference in size. That's as small as this thing gets, that's as small as this thing gets. Very different. I just think this can do so much more range. Has a very specific market. One little quick reference, I did get this one from Amazon. I got this one renewed. The box and everything in there that you'd expect, just not in its original packaging, original kind of sealed stuff and whatnot. Better price. If you want to pick one up, I think I got this for like $130. Great price if this suits your needs. And I'm curious to see where other companies go with this type of technology and this type of setup, as opposed to the balancing of the older versions. To wrap up, that is my take on the two gimbals. The one I'm keeping, the Smooth S, the one I'm not keeping, the Osmo 6. great. I'm new to the world of gimbals, and I've loved getting my hands on them both and testing them out and seeing what they can and can't do. I'm excited to get my hands and use it and get some experience with them. A lot of people online going back and forth between the two, and I just believe they have different purposes and different markets, and I'm happy with the purchase that I made. There we go. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Any feedback, we would love it, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.